with Madonna at the mansion on the hill. Wake up with our gorgeous Queen Madonna. Good morning to you.
Thank you, and welcome to a gritty episode of Mornings with Madonna. We are down in the bowels of the carriage house, standing in front of the original boiler. This may look like a mess, but it actually tells a lot about the history of the house, and even more broadly, the Industrial Revolution.
Is that because that's a train sitting inside of the brick, Grandma?
Well, yes. The company that made this boiler used the same boiler on a line of train locomotives. So, in a way, a train steam engine heated this mansion. There's no more iconic representation of the Industrial Revolution than the train. But while trains were a transportation revolution, here at this mansion, the revolution that came from this boiler was in comfort.
Grandma, what kind of comfort do you mean? Do you mean since they didn't have to use fireplaces anymore? I like fireplaces.
Oh, Cliffy Poo, they did not get rid of their fireplaces. The fireplaces simply were not relied upon to heat. This allowed fireplaces to become more decorative and rooms to get bigger. In fact, since this is a steam boiler, it is not circulating hot water through the radiators in the mansion, but rather it is forcing superheated steam up into the radiators. This allowed designers to build much bigger rooms with even smaller radiators.
I don't even need my jacket down here. It's really hot in here.
It's hot in here because of the boiler making steam. But then, when the steam condenses again in the mansion's radiator, the hot water runs back down to this blue holding tank next to me, ready to be circulated back to the boiler. That hot water adds to the heat in here too. And the huge tank in the upper right of the frame over there is an important piece to the other luxury that was facilitated by this boiler.
What was that, Grandma?
Hot water! That was the hot water tank for the mansion. The steam boiler did not just heat the radiators, it also heated their hot water. The downfall, of course, was that they could never turn off the boiler. It ran constantly, day and night, and burned 40 tons of coal in a year.
Oh my gosh, Grandma, that's a lot of coal.
It still takes a lot of energy to turn water into steam, but today our boiler works off of gas. The monstrous pipe that you see right there in the foreground of the camera is feeding the boiler that we use today with gas, which is to the right of the viewer out of frame. One oddity of the original boiler behind me is that the chimney for the carriage house used to be next to the boiler behind us, but Edwin Hewitt, for aesthetic reasons, wanted the colossal 40-foot boiler chimney to be behind the carriage house. So the huge metal tube that you can see running across the top of the frame is the smokestack going horizontally across the basement to the new chimney.
Wild. I wonder if it drafted well like that, Grandma.
Well, it is probably one of the reasons that the chimney was built so tall. Thank you for watching, and please press like. Stay tuned for some bonus pics at the end. Thanks for your help today, Cliffy Poo. Go in my purse, get $1, and treat yourself. And we will see you all tomorrow for a wonderful Throwback Thursday on Mornings with Madonna.
Mornings with Madonna is 300 days. Will be 300 ways to see 300 Clifton.